Well, I'm a printmaking student, and I do lots of different kinds of printmaking. This just happens to be one of them. But I did work in a community shop for a long time, and I really love working in collaboration with people and making art through conversation. So this has been a really great way to continue that. It's kind of like advanced stamp making. So we've got lots of blocks made out of wood and lead. Most of them have letters, but some of them have pictures, and it works similarly to any kind of stamp you've ever made, where you have an image or a letter form in the mirror image on the thing, and then when you press it onto a piece of paper, you've got it in the right reading form. So that's kind of what we do, but we really have fun kind of blurring the line between word and image, and kind of using words as images and images as words, and it's kind of the tradition that we're following. You can use letterpress for anything. I mean, traditionally speaking, it was how books got made, but now it mostly gets used for things like posters or wedding invitations or business cards, or maybe announcements for exhibitions and things like that. So it's anything that you want to imprint a little bit more of a handmade quality to. A lot of times because you can use color in different ways and move the shapes around in different ways, you can get a lot more creative with the way that you release that information to the world. So any student that is enrolled at the University of Tennessee is allowed to come here to the Letterpress Studio. We've got open hours on Monday through Thursday right now. That changes every semester. But you're welcome to come. We've got a website with a lot of instructional videos on there if you have never been in a Letterpress Studio and don't even know what you're walking into. But we're always here to help supplement any knowledge that you've already got. Yeah, so the first project that you make, we provide the paper. From there, you kind of assess what kind of project you might want to get into, so you have to provide your own paper for next project after that, but really low barrier for entry here as far as cost goes. You just show up and kind of explain what kind of a project you've got in mind, and we're here to help. The basic rundown is going to be going in and finding the font or typeface that you're looking to use. You decide on what size paper you're going to start with. Obviously a bigger sheet is going to be for like a poster versus a smaller sheet for maybe an invitation of some kind. A lot of people also make like covers for handmade sketchbooks in here. But based on the size of your paper, you'll decide the size of the type you're going to use. Typically you'll use wood type for larger things because you can make big letters out of wood, and you have to use lead for smaller letters. And then based on that, then you'll move around your little puzzle pieces with words on them basically into the orientation that you want them to be in. And then we lock them up under pressure with these special little clamps. And so then when it's on the press, nothing moves around when you're rolling the rollers over them. And then we'll pick which colors we want to use. We use an oil-based ink in here, and then it goes on the rollers, and then you roll the rollers over the surface of the type. So only the topmost layer of the type is going to be covered in ink, and then that gets the pressure of the press laid on top of that. So that ink then comes off on your paper.